Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Monday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio studios inside the bunker, undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey, and cross-continent to the Michael J. Fox studios. It is Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal from Beverly Hills, California. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and now on Instagram Live on the Let's Go Devils Network. As the Devils go wild tonight. They go wild. They go crazy. They're so wild. Beating the Minnesota Wild 5-2.
I'm just laughing at some of these comments already. Give Fitzy a raise.
Extensions for everyone. No movement clauses for everyone, says Seagots.
Wow. We're on a roll, baby.
We're going to win the cup.
One game either. Oh, boy. Hello, Sam Woo. How are you today? You feeling good?
I hate this team. I'll be honest with you.
I know.
It's just, you know what this proves to me? That when they have confidence, they play a lot better. So how about you get each player a shrink for the rest of the season to work out their confidence level?
Okay.
Maybe that's the solution.
Roman says, best GM in sports. We've been wrong all along. He's the best in the biz, kids. The best, Jerry. It's the best soup you can get. It's the best. Oh, man.
Palat for GM.
Old Yeller. Oh, thank you, Max. I wanted to make an Old Yeller joke during the game recap, and I forgot, and I was trying to remember. Thank you for reminding me. I just threw my pen. Any hoozle, Sam, let's get to it, and then we'll discuss all the madness and, wackiness that has been going on with this team in the recent days. Can you hear Willow gulping down her water?
No, that's me drinking my water. I'm just.
That's you?
Yeah, I'm covering for your dog.
Oh yeah. In reality, that's my dog. She likes to pick the time that we start going on air to do large purges of her water bowl. Now we're going to walk over here. We're going to slobber on my leg. Thank you. Oh, you're adorable. Either way, we had another hockey game today, didn't we? New Jersey Devils taking on those Minnesota Wild with some, family friends over to say hello. The brothers are in town. That's right. It's the Hughes Bowl going on in Minnesota. Quinn Hughes, newest member of the Minnesota Wild, or one of. They're seeing his brothers, Jack and Luke, on the ice. And wouldn't you know it, in the Hughes Bowl, naturally, Palat and Hamilton combined for 4 points. Oh, you cannot write this any better. After, of course, the surprising news about Nemec being scratched and Dougie going back in.
Fitzy knew it all along.
He knew it all along. He's the best in the biz. I tell you, kid. I tell you. Let's get into the first period. Now the Devils. I don't think they had a shot on goal. Yeah, I think their very first shot on goal actually went in. We've seen this happen against the Devils a lot recently, where the teams have an incredible shooting percentage. But now the Devils finally get one going their way. And it's our old friend DM, Dawson Mercer, putting the Devils on the board with their first shot of the game. And what's this, like his second goal in the last 20? And that should tell you a big difference. This is his 12th of the year, but second in his last 20. So that was what, 10 through the first, 20 some games? Massive drop off here going on. But as we've said many times in recent days and recent games, maybe this will be the thing to get him going. So it's his second goal in like 20 some games. And really what this was Nico Hischier, who was able to take a turnover and he goes behind the net. All right. And then he feeds Mercer out in front, who blasts it home. Really, I mean, we've seen Dawson sometimes shank these a little bit, but this one, he put a little extra barbecue sauce on it because he wanted that goal. And it was a beautiful feed, a beautiful forecheck by the Devils today. Team in general, they had a little forecheck. They had a little edge to them. Granted, it seemed like the Minnesota Wild were kind of off their game today, but hey, that's their bad. The Devils' bad would have been, oh, well, this team seems a little sluggish. Maybe we should play down to that sluggish speed. No, they kept their foot on the pedal throughout this entire game. So I'll give them credit for that. I thought they, played for it as well as they could. With that. We're being positive here. We're being positive. Either way, Dawson Mercer gets his 12th. Coming from Nico Hischier, he gets the primary and the only assist, his 21st, his first of 3 points on the evening at 10:07 of the first period. And then naturally, the Devils promptly give up a 2-on-1 where I'm not sure if Boldy missed the net and it just ricocheted back really fast. I thought it hit off crossbar or post and came back out. On the broadcast, I believe Danico said that it missed the net, but it came shooting back out. So I'm not sure one way or another, but it was a hell of an opportunity there for the Minnesota Wild directly after we score a goal. And we've seen that. We don't want to see it, but it keeps popping up with this team. We go into the second period. Minnesota, it felt like they were like tipping the ice a little bit, but they weren't able to really get their shots on net. And so the Devils did a good job today defensively, which we have not seen in many games. Like, very structured. Didn't let, Minnesota. There were a couple times where, especially Quinn Hughes, when he would turn on those afterburners and just make a lane for himself, basically. The Devils were kind of collapsing in on their own net. And Minnesota had him pinned in there for a little bit, but they were off. The pass, they would have an errant pass, or they would miss the net with the shot. They definitely had an off game. You could see it. But again, that's not the Devils' problem. They need to go out there and play and take advantage of that situation. And today, they did. But eventually, the Minnesota Wild do get the Devils pinned in for a little while. And then a long-range shot goes in off of Hartman. Ryan Hartman there for his 12th of the year at 13:41 of the second period. Him and Cody Glass were battling right in the front for positioning and everything like that. I don't know if Hartman was just throwing his body, it was a little bit of puck luck right there. But hey, that's called going to those gritty areas. We saw Nico Hischier take advantage of that the last game. And in more recent times, some of those pucks are starting to go in for Nico, which is great. But that's what you got to do sometimes. You get a little puck luck and make it happen. So it's like kind of going wide, hits Hartman, changes direction. It's past Markey in the back of the net to tie it up 1-1 at 13:41 of the second period. But then, actually, Timo Meier hit the post right after that. with kind of one of those like sweep shots where he just woof, and man, did he get some barbecue on that bad boy. But goes off the post, and then you get Siegenthaler with one of the most, I almost fell off my couch laughing. Do you remember this? The Devils are getting, they're tilting the ice in their favor, okay? And the play is going on, and the puck is kind of, just is coming back out towards the blue line, and Siegenthaler sees it. And he sees he's got a step here where he can go in and put a big slap shot on there. And everyone kind of is just like bracing for this big monster blast, and then his stick breaks. And it's just like, oh, that was too funny. But the Devils are able to keep the play alive in the zone. And again, the puck finds its way back out to that wing where Siegenthaler is. And this time he very wisely does not go for the big wind-up slap shot blast. And he kind of gathers it, all right? And then he's able to get it. I'm just thinking of that stick breaking right in half, and the puck just like, it looks like one of those little, one of those old curling things, whatever they call them. Coming off his stick. Either way, he gets it down low. Mr. Siegenthaler does. And look who is behind the net. Once again, it is our captain, Nico Hischier. And again, he makes a play, this time by walking it out in front and puts a pass back right on, right? Is this the one? Yes, right across the slot that Palat, yes, I said that right. Ondrej Palat is there to not shoot directly into the crest of the goaltender, not to miss the net by 5 feet, not to put it off the heel of his stick, not to hit the post, not to shoot it into the goaltender's mask, not to shoot it out of play, but to actually put it in the back of the net for his third goal of the year. Yes! Trade value is skyrocketing. And just wait, because he's not even done on the evening. Ondrej Palat puts the Devils up 2-1 late in the second period. An answer to the Ryan Hartman goal. They come back with their own. At 19:52. That's right. They took this face-off. What was it about? Like in the last maybe 40 seconds of the period? And I think they essentially had it down in there for a while because you have that stick break, right? Then he gets Siegs and puts it back in there. Or maybe that was on, maybe it was a different shift. Maybe it was the shift prior, but I thought it was the same shift. Maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, Siegs. I almost fell off my couch laughing when that happened because you just see that wind up coming and everyone's bracing for it. Ondrej Palat puts the Devils up. It's the forecheck. Look what happens. The captain was showing you what it was all about. And he was making a lot of good plays from behind that net. Similar to the one in the previous game. Remember, he was behind the net. He passed it out to Timo. Timo over to Grits and went off the heel of Gritzuk's stick. That might have tied it up in the third period. But here we get Nico, his second of 3 assists on the night. And by the way, spoiler alert, the third one was generated from behind the net as well. So we move into the third period with the Devils up. Oops. Turned the wrong way. We move into the third period with the Devils up 2-1. I'm like, Winnipeg Jets. What happened here? I'm like, oh, I turned the page the wrong way. We move it. Oh, I'm sorry. What is that? Oh, really? It did. And that's twice? You're kidding me. Oh, yeah. Well, you can just mark him down for a UTI right now. I mean, well, man. All right. Okay. You ready for? Okay, let's do it. Okay. Well, I've been told in the ear from Mrs. Woo that we need to go to the Let's Go Devils podcast studios for this Devils After Dark game update with the man of the hour, the Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, king of the football calls, Sam, by God, Woo.
This game update is brought to you by And Crew Brew. And Crew Brew, where we make winning memories together, one crew at a time. Devils Wild at Grand Casino Arena, where we have same-game parlays of Palat scoring 2 goals, Hamilton with 2 assists, and Jesper Bratt with 2 goals on the same day. It'll never happen. $10 million. No, $9 million you can win today. Devils driving down the field. Hamilton out of the shotgun. Jack snaps the puck. He throws. He finds Bratt. 5. Touchdown! Touchdown, Devils! Touchdown, Devils! Dougie Hamilton, where the hell have you been? I can't believe it! I can't believe it! His trade value has skyrocketed! Brad, you actually scored again! The Devils are finding their touch! Devils take the lead! 3-1! Are you ready, New Jersey?
Wow. That was a hell of a call. That was that might have been one of the longest yards wise football calls we've ever had. That pass connected on the 5. And then I think Sam Woo realized that there was nowhere else to go after 5 except touchdown. I think he meant to say maybe on the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. But no, apparently Jesper Bratt caught that pass right there on the 5. See, Dougie Hamilton, this is what happens when you have 20-some games in between points. But not tonight. Oh, super chat, Johnny, thanks. Woo! Thank you very much. Yes, as we talked about, in the Hughes Bowl, your big point man, well, Nico Hischier, but Jesper, Dougie Hamilton, and Ondrej Palat. And yes, it's been a Jesper Bratt sighting tonight. Who knew? He was on the milk carton for a little while. But a good transition again from some defensive play. Look at that. The Devils playing structured defense. What do you know? You can use your speed to transition into the offensive game. Jack has the puck into the zone. He's able to get that kind of pass across to Dougie, who then puts it back across the other side of Jesper Bratt, who's streaking in. Boom, right off the stick, around the leg. In the back of the net. Jesper Bratt's got to feel good. Dougie Hamilton's got to be like, yeah, see, I told you. You know, Dougie was just looking. Oh, he wanted a goal tonight. You know he wanted a goal tonight. Real bad. Hey, Hopefully this lights a fire under his ass. If he's going to go out there and start playing like Dougie Hamilton from 4 years ago, okay. Then he'll have some trade value. But that was, let me see here now. Jackie Boy gets the secondary, so that is his 17th assist of the year at 7:28. Devils go up 3-1 at the third period. Early in the third period there. Bratt is 10th. Dougie gets his 6th assist, and you're like, wow, you've got to be frigging kidding me. Palat scored. Jesper Bratt scored again. Dougie Hamilton is the one who set it all up. What the hell else can happen I'm sorry, what? Now already? Does he know about that? Okay. All right. You're sure? Oh, he's got his tea ready for afterwards? Okay. All right. Well, we don't want baby to get a cold now. Okay. All right. Let's do it. I've been informed that once again, a mere 21 seconds later in gameplay time, we need to go back to the Let's Go Devils studios for yet another Devils After Dark game update with the man of the hour, the Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, king of the football calls himself, Sam by God Woo.
This game update is brought to you by And Crew Brew. And Crew Brew, where we make winning memories together, one crew at a time. We're back at Grand Casino Arena. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Devils wild again. Dougie Hamilton resurrected after getting benched the last game. Will he be traded? Does he want to stay with the team? Devils driving on the Minnesota 1-yard line. Power formation. Beefalytics, get that Jack Hughes out of there. It is Brendan Dillon at center. Hamilton calls audible. Dillon snaps the ball. He gives it to Bratt. He squeezes it in. Touchdown Devils. Touchdown Devils. Bratt's second touchdown of the game. He spikes the ball. He says, "Quit ball." No, it is Bratt Man Bull. Devils up 4-1. Are you ready, New Jersey?
Woo! All right. Sam Woo with his second football call of the game. Dougie Hamilton, you giveth so much. 2 in 1 game. And not only Dougie, Jesper Bratt as well. That's right. He gets his 11th of the year a mere 21 seconds later at 7:49. Getting this tip going here. And yeah, it's Dillon, you son of a bitch. Sending it over to Dougie, who then he's able to get that shot on net, and it's kind of going a little wide, but Jesper Bratt's got it all lined up there. He's like the Terminator. You got Predator Arnold over there with Dillon. He's going to send it over to Total Recall Arnold with Dougie, and then Jesper Bratt, what would we say is Terminator. Yeah, he's got that eye. He just locks on. Boom. Puck deflected straight down through the goaltender's legs into the back of the net for a 4-1 Devils lead. That's 2 goals for Jesper Bratt off of 2 primary assists from Dougie Hamilton. What in the hell is happening out there in Minnesota? The Quins Bowl. Yeah, the Hughes Bowl is off the rails. Devils are up 4-1, but they're not done. No, just for the extra kick in the balls. Ondrej Palat is going to get his second goal of the game about 2 minutes after that. What is it at? 9:39 of the third period for a 5-1 lead. And who is it again? You know Palat's not doing this on his own. It's the captain, Nico Hischier. Did he not get an assist for this? You know what? I'm sorry. I was saying Nico got 3 points tonight. He only got 2. I could have swore he was going to get an assist for this, but apparently not. Once again, a good hustle and forecheck. The Devils were winning those battles along the boards. They were winning the races to the puck, and they were being physical. And once again, the captain was behind the net, and I guess maybe he never actually technically touched the puck after the Wild defense, but he ties up the Wild defenseman right there at the side of the net. And the puck kind of squirts out loosely to the front where Dawson Mercer is, and then he just slides it right over to Palat for another just boom, slam dunk, home run type of shot in the back of the net for his 4th of the year. He is, listen, if you're a GM out there looking for a veteran player, this guy is so good he can double his goal total in one game. One game, entire. You carry a team. Just saying. Doubled his goal total. That's the kind of guy you're going to want on your team. I'm just saying. 2 goals from Palat. 2 goals from Jesper Bratt. 2 primary assists from one Dougie Hamilton. Did anyone have that on the old bingo card for the Hughes Bowl tonight? If you did, please go buy yourself one of those Powerball tickets or whatever it is, whatever the big drawing is. Because Lady Luck is currently on your side. Now, the Devils do give up a very late power play goal. What was it, like 20 seconds left? Yeah, 1941. Foligno gets a power play goal. Whatever, not the end of the world there. A 5-2 Devils victory over a very good Minnesota Wild team who obviously looked like they were, they had an off night. What can you do? But like we said, the Devils, who have had many of these nights recently, could have played down to that and equaled it. Instead, they played really hard. They kept their defensive structure. Like we said, the simple stuff. Keep it simple. Forecheck. Win those puck battles. Use your speed to win these puck battles. Stay structured on defense so you're not bleeding high danger scoring opportunities all the time and all these odd man rushes. And remember, we saw that for a while last year with the Devils. It was like, the Devils learned how to defense. Now Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt are just picking the puck and, going the other way. I don't know. They got away from a lot of that. And I know a lot of that is injury related and a lot of the BS that's been going on behind the scenes here. But for one night, will this continue? Hey, come on. We know it's probably not going to. This team has massive issues with consistency. I would love for this to be the start of something. Nico Hischier tonight, 3 goals created by him behind the net. Maybe Nico Hischier is old yellering. Maybe he's taken this whole losing and everything that's been going on, and he took it out behind the barn by going behind the net and creating 3 goals. And he old yellered that feeling. That's what I want to think. Is it true? I don't know. We're going to find out. But for at least one night, the team played really good together. Structured. Followed through on stuff. They were physical. Brendan Dillon taking that penalty at the end. Whatever. It was a 5-1 game. He left his feet. You don't want to see that, of course, but he was still finishing his checks. I'm down with that. The only bad news is this is terrible for the news cycle. The Devils were a national story because they were a disaster and a mess. If they start winning games, no one's going to care. People only want to see the tragic downfall.
Everybody loves a nice car wreck, train wreck to look at.
You don't want to see them win and play up to expectations. There's a story there. There's no happy news on TV. That's all we say for the last 10 seconds. By the way, in one happy note we have for you, everything else is just death, scare, blah, blah, blah. Ah. So the Devils winning, they're going to pull themselves right out of the national spotlight here. So that's the only mistake they made tonight. And I want to hear what you have to say on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and X. And, of course, we have the legend here, Sam Woo. How's your throat, Sam Woo?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You don't have a UTI? And, of course, anyone new to the podcast, UTI is an upper throat injury for Sam Woo with the Dougie Hamilton calls.
Well, we'll find out in 2 days when I completely lose it. It's
okay.
It's like a slow progression.
Okay, slow drain.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting this type of game tonight, Scotty. I was fully expecting a beatdown tonight, just like a lot of fans. I mean, Game Day Live, we had a lot of predictions.
Oh, boy.
But, it went the other way, kind of expected. Well, I didn't expect. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't want to take away from the victory, but in my mind, just watching the first period, I felt like the Devils got lucky in the first because Minnesota Wild were just missing the net.
Yeah,
and they don't count as shots on goal. Nope. So it could have easily been 4-1. In the beginning of the second period, it easily could have been.
That's fair.
But
they hit the post a couple times. There was that one that was spinning like the top in Inception, like the puck was just spinning right there in the paint.
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't have the bounces go their way.
Yeah. And that adage, I'd rather be lucky than good. The Devils were very lucky tonight, but they executed and they took advantage. So you got to give them credit there. I would not, in no means, I mean, the Devils are not out of the woods yet. I mean, it's nice that Palat scored, basically doubled his production in one night in goals.
You like my analysis on that?
Yeah. He basically...
He did. Yeah. He did. He had 2 going into the night. Now he's got 4.
Yeah, if I want to make an analogy for all you financial gurus out there, basically Palat's like a penny stock right now, worth only 10 cents, but now he's worth 20 cents in the grand scheme of things.
Okay.
Dougie Hamilton, I felt good for him. Having that trade cloud over his head, sitting out yesterday, not expecting him to be in the lineup today. It did him wonders. And to get those 2 assists, and then, Jesper Bratt, who hasn't scored many goals, 10 goals, 11 goals, on the season. We would expect more from him at this point, but, is that going to get him going? I mean, Jesper Bratt, you said it, Scotty, when he took that hit from Ovechkin earlier in the season, he hadn't been the same player since. And hopefully this gets
I think that
going.
was you, Sam. Well, I think you were the one who pointed that out.
No, I didn't.
Actually.
I'm not that smart. So I thought you did. But regardless, I'll take the credit, though.
I think that was you. But, yeah, no, I think regardless, I'll take the credit. But I'm pretty sure that was you who said that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the super chats. Yeah,
number
Johnny
one
Danks
blitz.
and number 1 blitz.
Woo!
But, yeah, let's give him 30 cents of value in terms of Ondrej Palat. So, I don't know, Scotty. I mean, this game, I'll be honest with you, I'm actually pissed off that they won, not because I wanted them to lose, because it'd be, that goes against, your fanhood, but I'm pissed off because we knew it all this time. If they had it in them, Is it a confidence thing? The inconsistency? Because if it is, like I said before, then you better figure a way to keep this team feeling good about themselves. Because when they feel good about themselves, they're just as good as any team in the league. But when they get down on themselves, they're like the worst than a high school team. It's just amazing, the difference. And I don't get it. I really don't get it. Or maybe is the team really scared to come home after going 0-4 after that booing incident with Luke? I don't know. But they seem to play tonight. Could they imagine that Quinn is playing every night against them? Maybe that'll help their confidence.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they didn't play awful in the Jets game either.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. They didn't play like these last two games, they at least had effort there, Yeah. Whereas other times it just looked like they were just along for the ride for a little bit here, but here you see the effort. Now maybe it's that the guys are getting healthier, that they're able to push themselves a little bit harder. I don't know. There's a gajillion friggin' excuses, and we've heard them all at this point. I'm just going to say, hey, this was a good game tonight. Do I expect it to continue? No. I hope it does because, good golly, if they don't have a good performance coming up on Wednesday, right? Is it Wednesday then they play again?
Yeah, they play the Seattle Kraken on Wednesday. Yep.
Yes.
And then they got Carolina on Saturday. Both at home.
Oh, boy. Yeah, both of them are at home. So, Wednesday, yeah.
Well, if the team is listening right now in the locker room, this podcast.
I'm sure they're not.
I'm sure they're not. But if somebody can pass on the message, this is what I'm going to tell them. If you don't win Wednesday, this game that you just won means nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's a fluke. I'm hoping it's a start of something, but.
Well, I will listen. As much as I want the team to win all the time, I will say that as long as they come out and give the actual effort, I'll be happy with that. If they don't win, I can understand that. But when they don't have the effort, that's what I'm just tired of. Even if you guys can't win, just give me the effort.
And a lot of it was Markstrom. I mean, he didn't give up, 5 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game, which is a start,
Well, Minnesota couldn't hit the net.
Yeah,
I mean, that was part of it too.
That's true too.
They had an off night, but we got to say credit to the Devils. They didn't play down to their opponents like we've seen them do plenty of times in the past.
Yeah. But just for one night, let's just enjoy it.
We'll just enjoy it. That's right, Ted. This is all Fitzy's master plan. This was all meant to happen. He's like Doctor Strange, where he went through all the different, scenarios and stuff like that. And he's like, this is the one where we win.
Yeah, I'm going to ignore Devil's social media for a while because they're going to spin this game like, we're back, baby. Yeah, we're back.
No, we're not back yet.
No. Rip off 8 wins in a row. Maybe I'll think about it.
And again, the wins would be great, but give me 8 in a row with the effort like this.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen that in quite some time.
4 lines. 4 lines gave the effort. That's refreshing.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe them, maybe Dougie getting back out there on the ice, maybe all this stuff, now that it's out there and it's blah, blah, blah. Maybe this team could actually move forward a little bit.
Maybe there was a little extra motivation with all the Quinn Hughes rumors.
And I am sure. I am sure that they finally, Mr. Hamilton was ready to go tonight. Yes.
And they faced their arch nemesis. Let me get really dramatic here. Their arch nemesis They're demons, and they conquered. Now, can we do this
for
again?
one night?
Yeah. Can we do this again? I was fully prepared to wear a brown paper bag over my head on Wednesday. Now I can't. Thanks a lot.
I know. It's like, what's going on? Now they're all of a sudden they're playing with effort. Now we come up with all these ideas to do stuff. Now they're going to give the effort. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I was going to throw my jersey out in the ice. Guess I can't do that on Wednesday.
Oh, man. Well, the Devils win. It's a good night. It was a good night. We'll take it, Sam Woo.
Yeah, I'll take it, but I'm not going to put too much stock in it.
We shall see. Now, just come back out Wednesday and give that same type of effort. That's what we want. But, we'll be talking about it here at the Let's Go Devils Podcast Network with Game Day Live and Devils After Dark. And, of course, all of the Morning Woos. Hockey's hottest new podcast out there on the market for the your morning drive. The Morning Woo with Sam by God Woo.
100 straight days.
I think it's 1,037, right? I think it's 1,037.
Yeah, 1,037 days.
Yeah,
I
1,037.
keep on losing track. I underestimate myself, just like Palat.
Well, we'll find out if he's got it in him to maybe, I wouldn't even say a goal, but see if he can get a point in 2 games. All right, let's see if we get a 2-game point streak going on. And maybe the Devils can get one of their own coveted 2-game winning streaks happening. They may be on a 2-game heater when we're talking Wednesday night, Sam Woo.
I'll tell you, your expectations are a little too high. I just hope Palat is just even on the plus minus.
Oh, man. All right, Sam Woo, let's wrap this bad boy up. Like we were saying, we'll be back on Wednesday, Game Day Live with Vinny Parisi and Sam, and then yours truly and Sam again for Devils After Dark and The Morning Woo.
Yeah, so programming note, we are going to have a State of the Fan address tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Preemption. Yeah, preemption because of Wednesday's game. We're going to have The Morning Woo as well. So keep it here, set your alerts. Till next time, let's go Devils.